This is Popo Aztec. I have a 2007 Ford F150, and every time I try to do some DIY or weekend warrior type of stuff on my truck, I go on YouTube and I look for videos and I look for Scotty and for Eric and other guys out there. I'm thinking of one. I can't remember his name. He's always cussing in the winter or it's always snowing where he's at. But anyway, all three of those guys are very good at what they do. Some of them are mechanics, some are not. But anyway, I have a 2007 Ford F150 FX4, and I was getting this whining noise. The noise was coming from the engine compartment. It sounded like there was a smaller toy engine inside the engine compartment. Anyway, once I got that done, I didn't know what the hell it was. So I went to AutoZone, put the code reader on it. They told me it was nothing. They tested the alternator. Alternator was good. The battery was good. So I jumped on these forums, and these forums were telling me that check your power steering or your water pump. And I checked the power steering, no issues. I turned the wheel, no issues. It does no issues, no sounds, no different sound when I'm turning the wheel. The water pump, I did notice that my reservoir was always low, and right now it's low again. It's supposed to be here on a cold, so right now it's hot, but it was always low. I also noticed that a hose had either popped off, or whoever was in here before doing something for me either didn't put that hose back on, so I was leaking antifreeze. So I went ahead and fixed that. I went ahead and changed the water pump. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the water pump is pretty much dead center. It's right attached to the fan. You can see kind of that new silver right behind that band right there. Let's see here, right about there. That's where the water pump is located at. Anyway, so you got to take the fan off. You got to take that pulley off and take the water pump. Pretty simple job. Again, I am not a mechanic, so it took me about 40 minutes to do it. So I was pretty pleased with that. The only thing is, I put in a new water pump. Still, the issue is still there. So I didn't know what to fucking do. So I went ahead and continued looking on forums. I got a piece of wood. I got a real thin piece of wood and started just putting it up. I don't have a stethoscope, so I put it up on some of these parts and trying to listen for the sound. And right when I put it onto this tension assembly or tension pulley, it started making this noise. And I noticed that here's the old one here. I noticed that this part, obviously, there was tension on it, so it wasn't butt up against this piece right here. It was more over here, but it kept on bouncing up and down. You turn it on and it would fluctuate. You rev it up and it would bounce up and down. But the noise was either coming from here. I put the stick on here. Obviously, I couldn't put it on here, but I put it on here, and you could hear a loud noise coming from that. I put that stick on different other parts of the engine, and it sounded smooth. So I said, you know what? Let me just replace this completely. So I went to a local salvage yard here in San Antonio. So if you're in San Antonio, go see Lalo on New Laredo Highway, and they hooked me up. Go see Toby. He hooked me up with a good price on a pulley or a tensioner arm assembly. And I went ahead and got it. It's pretty simple, 3 bolts, 3 10mm bolts. Obviously, you got to put your 1/2-inch breaker bar or your pulley bars just to take that band off, take your serpentine belt off. Once you take that off, go ahead and remove these 3 bolts. It comes off. Again, this is the piece. There's no fuss about it. I mean, this is it. The only thing I took off from my vehicle was this air intake here or exhaust, and that's it. And I just moved the radiator hose. I did not unplug it. I just slipped it off of this hook and moved it out of the way just a little bit, so I can do that. And I unplugged some of these cords here in this oxygen sensor, or this. So other than that, I went ahead and removed it, slapped the new one in. Again, this is not brand spank new. This came off of a '05 Ford F150. So it's not brand spank new, but it's new to me and it's working. I went ahead and turned it on, and as soon as I turned it on, it went from night and day. Number quiet, it actually got quieter. So I don't know how long I'd been dealing with this issue, but yeah, that's it, just the tension arm. So if you're getting this whining noise, sound like another engine's in there, so you might want to check. Again, I'm not a mechanic. I don't claim to be one. I just watch YouTube and read forums, and I go off of what other people are saying and using, or doing. So I went ahead and checked the power steering. That didn't work. I replaced the water pump, which needed to be replaced anyway, but that didn't work. So then I went ahead and replaced this tensioner, and that tensioner seemed to work. Okay, so again, a new one I think costs about, I don't know, 30-40 bucks, I'm assuming, from Home Depot. Oh, god damn it, from AutoZone, from O'Reilly's. And but I got this one at a pretty good price, really cheap price, from the guys at the salvage yard. Other than that, no issues. Just got to add some more radiator fluid once it cools down, verify it, and hopefully it works for a while. All right, good luck, YouTube. Talk to you later.